Welcome to Seaside, which is where I live for my final year of Pepperdine, my senior year. This place where we lived has been in construction for all of last year, but now it is my humble abode. So can't wait for you to come see it. Seaside was built in such a way that community is really oriented. A lot of people have to walk through here to come, and what it really does is that it brings people together. So we have a lot of people who will come cook their dinners or will come bake. This place is great because it means that all our events, we basically always have cookies. So it comes with 2 convection stoves, 3 sinks, and 2 ovens. I live in a 2-person dorm with my RA, Dawn, and we work together to really bring about community for the suites in our surrounding area. This is the first year Seaside has been around, and we wanted to cement that in, that Seaside is a place that is opening and inviting. So welcome to my room. I really like it. It's pretty homey. We're working on getting a surfboard from Costco, but it doesn't fit in my car, and I have a rack, but I'm too scared to put the surfboard on the rack and go on the freeway. I just have this image of the surfboard just ripping off. I felt like I had grown a lot from my freshman year to sophomore year, so each picture surrounding the map is a significant place in my journey of growth. And for me, seeing a map of the world kind of reminds me of how small I am in terms of the larger picture of life. And I think that's something I constantly need to be reminded of for humility's sake. I have waited all my Pepperdine career life for an ocean view. I finally get one.
Founders Day is a celebration that happens every September throughout each school year. Everyone comes down here. Instead of doing a regular Wednesday morning convo, we have kind of like a celebration of Pepperdine's inauguration. We have different flags from every country that our international students are from, and then we have a flag for every graduating class that has been at Pepperdine since its founding. So it's a pretty cool celebration that we have on campus. Today we are taking pictures for Pepperdine Ambassador Council. We come out here, we take pictures with AKB, with the whole council, in our committee, and then some headshots too. Now that we've started up the year and it's well into the fall, we're pretty much all really good friends already. We know how each one works, and we know how to interact with each other, and we have a pretty good dynamic on the council.
No, all right, ready? Move my shoulder. Yeah, we're ready. You're good. You're good. All right, ready? I'm gonna go. Can we take a quick video?
No, we can do it after. It's been really fun interacting with AKB. I mean, usually we see him giving speeches and interacting with students on campus, but at our retreat that we had at his house, we were kind of just talking, roasting s'mores, playing charades and stuff like that. So it's cool to see him kind of outside the professional zone that he's always in. And it's really cool to get his perspective on different things on campus. I know as a student at this university, I would not be here without the scholarships and the donations that have come into the university for that scholarship fund. And so being on PAC means that I get to interact with these people that have been a part of making Pepperdine and making it possible for other students to come here who may not have the ability to without them. So that's why I could appreciate being on the council.
So this year I'll be working at the Genesis Lab, which is located on the 2nd floor of the library. As an employee, I am in charge of helping fix whatever is broken. Small little projects that we have are such as the 3D printers. We can design our own artwork in a 3D space online, and then we can put it on that computer and we can have them printed out. So if you can create it in your mind, if you can create it online, then you can definitely make it happen within this lab. It's a very, very interesting place to be at. We're actually trying to rebuild a computer screen.
One of the things we want to do with this is to make it look like in Harry Potter. You know how you go through the paintings and they're moving? So there's this website called Instructables. That's what we like to go to get some ideas. And we found out, there aren't any instructions on how to make moving paintings. So we're just like, how can we make this look cool? So we decided, you know what? Let's learn some basic coding. That's what we're here about the Genesis Lab. That's what we're all about. We learn things, and we just decided, okay, you guys do the woodworking. I personally was in charge of the video editing to make it look more like a painting, and some people learn how to code, and you know, we just got to assemble it, and eventually we'll have a moving painting.
Right now, Nina is playing on the virtual reality, and so is Drew. It's really fun. How'd you feel?
It was dope.
It was dope. There you go.
Here at the Genesis Lab, we aim to create a place where students can work together, learn together, and create together. It's meant to be a place where anyone of any background is welcome, so you don't have to have a certain amount of engineering knowledge or anything like that. If you want to come in and learn more about 3D printing, virtual reality, programming, robotics, as Chance has kind of walked you through it, there's a little bit of everything here, and hopefully there'll be something here for you as well.
This was my first Pi of the Pi Phis as a member of exec, and also my last Pi of the Pi Phis, so definitely a fun night, but also a sad one just because it was my last chance to be super involved. It's my favorite philanthropy event of the year just because I think it's very inclusive to our community. Anyone can come and eat dessert. You don't have to be affiliated to do that, so it's always fun to see everyone eating dessert, so sad that it's my last year doing that. This year's definitely a lot of last. It's like the first last day of first semester and the first last philanthropy event, stuff like that. So I think that it will be a year full of that, but hopefully it can be sweet and not all sad. What did you get?
I got a little bit of like raw. 8 things. Alright, I get that raw. I loved the vegan gluten-free section. The pumpkin gluten-free bread was amazing. What did you make?
I made the peanut butter Buckeyes and Rice Krispie, or like the puppy chow, and then a peanut butter Oreo pie. Yeah.
I had some other peanut butter Oreo pie.
I don't know if I didn't try it, so I have no idea if it was good or not. This like makes me anxious. I mean, I would be so bad at that.
They're so cute.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're really fun.
I didn't get one just because I have so much. Like,
No, I get that. I did the same thing. Yeah, I would say it was really successful. With our philanthropy chair this year, we've continually raised more money than we ever had in the past, which is always exciting, but primarily we're bringing the community together and raising awareness about an issue that is so important to our chapter and is important to our community.
The cross hike is a huge part of my Pepperdine experience, and I know a lot of people's Pepperdine experience. For me, I was taken on the cross hike my freshman year, about a month into school during Rush, by a good mentor and good friend of mine, Richard Sharp. It's something I do when I'm stressed out or when I don't know what to do, when I need a second to think. So I wanted to start out the semester by doing the hike, and I was actually able to bring a few freshmen on it with me, which was really cool. I know John Michael's itching to surf again.
Not at all.
Have you surfed since First Point?
Probably not. I don't think so.
You got out in the water one time with me and Brian.
It's true.
The ocean's actually still insanely warm. Yesterday, I ran the beach with Davis, and I just hopped in, and I could have stayed in for hours just in my bathing suit. I've been saying that school senior year is like junior year of high school. I think it's been my hardest year. I know you probably disagree,
Yeah.
but for me and my major, it's been tough. I'm in 20 units in a capstone class, so I am busy as can be.
I think it's also what major you choose and how you kind of go about that. But yeah, it's been smooth sailing. Next semester I got more units and more responsibilities, and then T-minus 5 months, 6 months till we're paying for everything on our own. So time to get real.
People always ask, like, are you used to it yet? And I feel like I'm not. I actually feel like I haven't got used to it.
I don't think you can ever.
I don't want to leave. I'm gonna do a
Never get enough
5th
of this
year,
view.
and then a 6th year. Before this summer, I was stressed. I was like, I need to get a great job. I need to make X amount of money. I need to do this, this, this. But I think there's peace in uncertainty. I'm 22 years old. I've made so many great relationships in college. I'm coming with a degree from one of the best schools in the nation. There really is no stress. So I'm just really trying to enjoy my time here. I have very good vibes, so this is gonna be a good year. Senior year, baby. Been in school for 18 years. I think I can finish strong.
So I keep running till my run is gone. Keep on riding till I see that dawn, and I will be fine.